Well, good afternoon. It's April 22nd or 23rd. I'm not sure. About 5 o'clock, the temperature's 57 degrees. Went for a ride last week and it was 53 degrees. And by the time I got back, I couldn't feel my hands and it was pretty darn cold. A little windy, but not too bad. But it made me think about trying to create some layers while I'm riding. So step number one, I bought these Axial glove liners. I'm going to try those out inside the regular built gloves. These have been good gloves to me. And the built jacket has a built-in quilt liner, but I wore that with the sweatshirt underneath. Not a real thin, pretty thin sweatshirt. And I was pretty cold in the arms and chest by the time I got done. So Axial makes this awesome, it's supposed to be wind resistant. We'll see how it holds up. I'm going to wear that instead of the sweatshirt. It's supposed to block the wind. We'll see. I'm going to do a little test side by side. I'll ride for a few minutes with the regular built liner, and I'll ride with this and see if it makes a huge difference. All right, well, it took a little side street, and I can tell already with just, I have a Callaway pullover on and the quilted liner built into the built jacket. Can already feel the wind a little on my arms, upper arms and my shoulders. And actually I got the glove liners in. They feel a little thick, a little bulky, but not too crazy. I think you get used to it. And I can already feel the difference, like in my hands, if I can survive and be a little warmer. Alright, let's see what we got here. Wow, this is already fogging up. I'm sitting still too long. I'll try to get this thing up to 45 miles an hour and see what happens. Looks warm out, but it really isn't all that warm. 57 with a little bit of a breeze. But nice enough for riding, that's for sure. It's supposed to be 70 degrees next week. That's going to be a big deal. See, I'm doing 36. I can feel the wind on my shoulders. Definitely just a pair of jeans can feel a little bit on my knees. Like, this would not be comfortable when you're riding out for more than half an hour or an hour. A little extra insulation. Biscuit. Let's open her up. Came back from riding on a 53 degree day last week. I couldn't put my hands. It's pretty well chilled. It's okay if I'm riding on dirt roads and just doing a little bit of 35 miles per hour, but man, once you get above 45, things start to chill off rather quickly. Especially on this road where you get a bit of a crosswind. The only thing really not covered is my neck. Sometimes wear like a gator neck thing. That's not too bad. Woo! Stinky cows are in season. Oh yeah, it is manure season. We're doing 50 here. Pretty good wind through here. A little bit of buffeting going on. The speed limit here is only 35, but people don't seem to mind to do 50 through here. Let's see if there's anybody out golfing today. Oh yeah. Golf is in season. I'll go straight across the intersection and find a place to change into the new garment. See how much that really blocks the wind. I'm going to try it with just a t-shirt and the garment and not have the Callaway pullover. I don't think that's really making any difference. Alright, so in the interest of fairness, I took the quilted liner out for the quilt jacket, kept my Callaway pullover on. I really don't think that's providing much insulation. That and the t-shirt I'm wearing. We are here at this beautiful Old South burying ground, 1740 cemetery. This looks like a great place to explore on a day when I got a little bit more time on my hands. So yeah, this built jacket is awesome because it's got all the protection, and in the summertime it just lets the air right through. But temperatures below 60, it's actually does nothing. You should put the quilted liner in, and even that is not enough when you're in the mid-50s. It gets cold. So we'll see how this liner goes. I will say the glove liners are a little better, but my fingertips are still getting a little chilly. Got a lot going on here. Traffic coming through here for a road that doesn't really connect. I guess it goes to the backside of Coventry Lake, so a little bit there. Alright, I'm going to get this recording going before we run out of time. This is closed up. Good to go. Second gear, do not want. I think this hill's a little risky. I think I better go over the hill and find some place to turn around. It's a little tough to see cars coming. I know I'm only doing 40, but I'm going to say that this Axial liner is already twice as good as the quilted liner that's in there. I do have some heated gloves, little batteries built into them that are pretty awesome, but they are really bulky. But I guess if you're going to head out in some really cold weather, it's giving up a little bit of that kind of comfort for the warmth is a pretty good trade-off. Early spring. Yeah, this is definitely an improvement. 55 miles an hour, and it's definitely taken some of the chill out of that wind that's hitting my chest right now. And you know, the way this bike is configured with the little tiny windshield there, it really does push the wind onto your biceps and your shoulders. Not that I've got a real big target, but you can definitely feel it. It's an improvement. I would say if I had to ride like this for an hour, I probably would want to put a thin base layer on, you know, like a thin thermal, or a hot chilies kind of style thermal that's nice and thin but keeps you warm. The t-shirt and the pullover I have on really don't provide any insulation. They're pretty thin, like a polyester spandex or something, I don't know. And truth be told, I'm not real tolerant to real cold temperatures outside. I mean, if it's below 50, I've kind of learned, unless it's like December, January, and you're just jonesing for a good ride. But come on, in April, if it's not low 60s, shoot. It's not much fun to get out and ride at 55 miles an hour for half an hour. But I think for 30 bucks, the Axial pullover is definitely a good investment. The glove liners were cheap. I think they were like 15. They're doing a little bit better job, but definitely my fingertips are a little cool at this point.